Hello all, my name is Pritam and you're watching Tech with Pri. Welcome to my channel and I'm back with another tech video. So this is the continuation of the last video that is on Active Directory or AD. Hey everyone, if you are new in this channel, so this is my channel Tech with Pri and I post tech videos in every Monday and Thursday. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed the channel, just go ahead and click the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video. So before starting the video guys, so if you are interested to buy the equipment that I use, so you can go ahead and check it out. So I have also posted the link here. So this is the mic I use from Boya and this is the tripod from Proton. Okay. So the link is there in the description. You can go ahead and check it out. All right. So in my last video, we have understood the concept of Active Directory and we have also created a user named Harry Ganguly. Today's video will go further and we'll see how to create groups, and also the main thing is to create the home folder. So guys, if you missed my last video, it's very important you should watch it first before seeing this video, because as this is very much linked up. Okay. So don't worry, I'll post the link in the description or you can find the link right now here in your screen. So let's see what we are going to learn today. Okay, so first we'll log into our Windows server and create our first group. Yes. Next, we'll add members to the group. So the members refers to the users, like the users I have created Harry in the first video. So we'll add users in our group. We will understand what is home folder and why we need the home folder. And finally, we'll create home folders for the users, like for Harry and for other users that I'm going to create. And we'll test it by logging in client machine that whether the home folder can be accessible or not. So it's going to be very fun guys, and make sure you watch the full video guys. And so what we are waiting for, let's get started. Okay, so here I am in my Windows Server machine and let's quickly log in. Okay, so I'm logged in my Windows Server machine, and let's open the server manager, and I will just quickly go to the Active Directory users and computers. And you remember how we did create our users. Our first user, that is Harry Ganguly, as you can see the name is there. And also I have created a few more users like Robert and also Sean Paul. So the same way I've just created. So if you have any confusion of creating users, you want to know, you can check my previous video and all the details are there. Now let's quickly create a group so you can understand the importance of a group, right? So it's a group is always a collection of the objects, right? Like the user, computers, and many more things. So I'm gonna click on our domain name because I want the group to create it here, and I will create new, and I will go to the group. It's very simple guys. Let's give a name, office group. Okay, and the group scope should be global and the group type is security. So we'll choose group type as security, not the distribution, because this is used for the creating distribution list for email. So this works with the Exchange server, but in the security group it is secure, so we can provide share access to the users, so this is why it is security. So I'm going to click on OK, and here we go, we have created our official groups. Now I'll just go to here, and in the members tab, now I can click on the add members, and I can add the member like Harry. Just type the name Harry and you can see Harry is there. Now next we have Robert. Robert is added. Now Sean is added. Great. So just click on apply and now okay. Now if I just go to the users again, and if I go to the Harry's tab, so if I click on this little member of tab, you are going to see, so Harry is the part of the office group. So we have successfully created the group, and also we have successfully added users to the group, right? So in further videos we'll see the importance of group, where we can provide access to a particular, maybe a shared folder, and to a particular group, so all the members of the group would be able to access the shared folder. So instead of assigning permissions to a single user, we are assigning to a group so that it can be like process easily. Also in future, like if someone adds in the group, so he or she will automatically have the permission to access the shared folder. So this is very important tab itself, the properties tab. So guys, you will able to see all the details of the users. So if I go to the general, so you can see the details of Harry is there, Harry Ganguly, and the display name. You can add a description, office, email, telephone number, everything you can add. So in the organization tab also you can add job title, department, company, also the manager name. So in the account tab, this is very important. So you can set an account expiry date from here. So you can also unlock the account from here and do many more things. Now, if I go to the profile tab, so this is something that is very important, and today we are going to work on this. So this is an option called home folder, right? Now, we'll create home folder for all the users like Harry, Robert, and Sin. So these are the users that I have already created in the Active Directory. Now let's quickly understand what is home folder, then we'll create it. So home folder. So very simply, it is also known as the home directory. It is user's private folder for storing personal data or files. Now let's see some benefits. So the first benefit is user can access the home folder from any computer that is part of our domain. Like I discussed already, it has to be the part of the domain techwithpre.com. Okay. So with the help of that, Harry would be able to log into any system. That's the first thing in the domain. Also able to access the home folder. Next, it would be easy for content backups. So if home folders are stored in a centralized location, so it would be easy for the backup team to have a backup all this for this data, and so that it can be restored in later. So we'll understand about the backup and restore process in further videos. So this is the concept of home folder, guys. So let's see how we can create it. So I'm back to my server 2016. So let's go to the C drive, and let's create a folder here itself and make it a name as home underscore folder. Okay, so this is the home folder. So now we want this folder to be accessible by the other users. Now in this home folder, every individual like Harry, Robert, Sin, all will have their folders to store the data, right? So for that, I'm gonna click the home folder and go to the properties, and I'll go to the sharing option because it needs to be shared so that it can be accessible by all these people like Harry, Robert. So before that, let me quickly show you. Let me log in into the client machine using Harry's credential, and let me show you if there is any home folder present or not. So I'm logged to the client machine as Harry. If I just go to the this PC, you can see there is no home folder. So I'm sorry, Harry, there is no home folder available for you right now. Let's see. Okay, I'm back to my server. I'll choose the advanced sharing option. So share this folder. The name should be fine. And let's go to the permissions. So it is for everyone and it should be full control. That's fine. So let's go to apply and click on OK. Again, apply. OK. So now we have created a network path, as you can see, techwithpre/home folder, but we have some work to do. Let's go to the security tab and click on the advanced. So we have two entries, that is users and users. These have the read and execute and the special permissions, but we don't want that, right? We want individual separate permissions. So for that, we will do two things. First, we'll disable the inheritance because there is no concept of parent and child here. So as you know, the meaning of inheritance is to inherit the property of the parent. Okay, so here we do not have any such concept, so we'll click on the disable inheritance and we'll choose this option to convert inherited permissions into the explicit permissions on this object. Okay, so I'm going to click on that, and then I will remove this users, remove, remove. Okay, and then click on apply. That's the thing you need to do. Now just go to the sharing tab and let's copy this path. Now open Active Directory. Okay, so from here I'll go to the users tab and I'll select the users Sin, Robert, and of course Harry. And I'll go to the right click and choose the properties option so that I can apply it in 3 users account quickly. So I'm going to go to the profile tab and I'm going to go to the home folder, and it should be the connect, and let's choose a drive as H stands for home folder, and just paste the path, then add a backslash, and then let's percentage username, because as we are selecting for 3 users, so the percentage username will help to choose individual username, and based on that the new home folder will create. I'll show you how. Just click on apply and click on OK. Now just go to the home folder that we have created and just open it. As you can see, we have now 3 folders: Harry, Robert and Sin. So home folder has been created for them. Now there should not be anything because none of them has add something to the home folder. Now let's log into Harry's account and let's see if the home folder is visible for Harry or not. So let's log in. So let's see if Harry can access the home folder or not. And we'll also log into Robert's account to just confirm you, because I'm just doing for Harry for all the time. Okay, now let's go to this PC, and here we go. Now we have the home folder that is created for Harry. Now if I go ahead and let's add a new folder, so now Harry can access the home folder. Now Harry would be able to store all the details, or like all the documents that he wants to store. Let's add it as test. Okay, and if I just go back to my server machine and just go to the Harry, as you can see the test is now created, so it is already synced to the network. So now I'll just log off from here and I will log as Robert to show you that if Robert is also able to access the home folder or not. Okay, so I've restarted the system and I'll choose the other user, and let me log in as Robert. Put the password. So as you can see, it's logging in Robert Pat. So it would take time as I'm opening the system for the first time as Robert. Okay, so I'm logged in as a Robert now. So let's check if Robert can access the home folder. So let's go to this PC, and here we go. Robert has also access to the home folder. So again, just go to the home folder. Here let's add a new text document. Hi, this is Robert. Fine. Now let's go back to our server, home folder, Robert. Here we go. So guys, you have seen how we have successfully configured home folder for our users. So this is it for today guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So we have learned how we can create groups, what are the importance of groups, also what is home folder and importance of home folder. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you have any question, come to the comment section, and also please share this video with many of your friends so that it can reach out to many people. So we'll see in the next video. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye bye.